Hello everybody and welcome back to Life is Strange True Colors. As you can clearly see, I went back upstairs because I was outside because I wanted to try to change my clothes and see if I can find the new outfits, but because I also realized I didn't have the Alex clothing pack add-on. I guess I didn't come with the Ultimate Edition of the game for whatever reason, so it was an extra $4. But I wanted to see if I can get the hero outfits, and literally my only options are this one she was wearing earlier, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. That's it. So I don't know if any of these are in the Alex pack, and none of them are in the hero pack. I don't think. Um, or well, I mean, I think this one that I'm wearing now, which is actually the one I'm gonna wear anyway, because I kind of like the look of it. This one I think was in the hero pack, but I don't know who the fuck it's supposed to belong to. Because it wasn't Chloe's, it wasn't Max's, it wasn't Rachel's, it wasn't... Fucking, I don't know. It wasn't anybody that I knew, so I had no idea. We also saw this too, so I'm starting it here as well. Because I didn't notice this earlier. Alex, I'm having a small event for your brother tomorrow at 9. I'd love to have you there, but no pressure, okay? You take all the time you need. Jed, Black Lantern Tavern. There is no greater meeting than a meeting over drinks, which I guess that's just like the watermark for the paper. Alex, let me know if you need any groceries. I'll cover the cost.
Thanks, Jed.
Alex, I'm so sorry. Apartment's yours for as long as you need. You know where to find me if anything comes up. He is a pretty cool dude. And then also there were some clothes hanging on the railing that I didn't see earlier as well. So I ended up cleaning those. It's the thing that was sitting there. And I got like that little lantern symbol that I guess is supposed to mean like an important decision was made or something. So yeah. But yeah, like I said in the last episode, I have a bunch of video games on my list to play later on, including the original 3 Max Payne games. And the biggest reason for that is, one, I loved playing Max Payne. I played the first one was on PS2. I played it, but I never got to play Max Payne 2. I never got to play Max Payne 3. And now I recently heard that they're coming out with remakes for 1 and 2. And I'm like, yes, let's go. I wanted to play these again. And they're not even just remasters, they're genuine remakes. Kind of like the Resident Evil 2 remake comparisons. Where, like, with Resident Evil 2 Classic, it was that freaking fixed camera angle, and then with Resident Evil 2, it was the over-the-shoulder. And the graphics was a lot better, so I assume Max Payne 1 and 2 are going to be kind of like that, where they've changed the way the game
Still need to check the flower
controls.
shop for Mac.
But yeah, so I'm thinking about doing those ones as well, because I haven't played them in so long. Well, I haven't played the first one in so long, and I haven't played 2 or 3 ever. And I thought that would be a good opportunity to do it, would be for YouTube and Twitch. But I also still want to play Sally Face. I still want to play the new Stanley Parable. I still want to play Psychonauts 1 and 2. I still want to play Guardians of the Galaxy. There's so many freaking games that I want to play, and it's hard to try to figure out how to fit it all in. Let's go to... Should we go first? Oh, he's got an aura.
Gabe was too young. Just too young.
Yeah.
The park looks fun to explore.
Customers here are a lot nicer than in Denver.
Never been to Denver, but I guarantee they're nice here.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. We have a right to know what's happening to our jobs. I give Typhon 8 years of my life, and they can't give me back one simple answer about my job.
Typhon doesn't give a shit about anyone. Might be a good time to check out the dispensary. Jed said Charlotte wants to talk to me.
I'm trying to figure out which one's the dispenser. Okay, that's the dispenser over there, the Silver Dragon.
Sorry about today.
Why should one accident close all the trails? What a wasted vacation.
Yes, we're all suffering here.
What a
I think the
bitch.
trails
I mean,
will
I
be
guess she's
closed
probably a
for
tourist, but still.
Someone
Yeah,
died
exactly.
up in the ravine a few days ago.
Well, we can try again when I come out with Mom and Dad.
Might be a good time to check out the dispensary.
Yeah,
Jed
we
said
heard
Charlotte
it.
wants
We
to talk
heard
to
it. We
me.
know.
Love being on hold.
Yikes.
Right. Jesus, that's like he's being murdered.
Do you want to do something together next week?
Sure. I have a pottery class Wednesday night. Want to join? If I tell him I like him, we'll date, and then we'll break up. And then I'll lose my best friend.
I mean, you don't know that.
Exactly. See,
Yeah,
that was something that I was having to deal with the girl I like. She was always like, "Oh, well, we're best friends and I don't want to ruin that by getting a relationship, and then what happens if we break up? Then I don't want to ruin that. I don't want to ruin our friendship." And I'm like, "Okay, we've been through so many worse things that could have ended our friendship and it didn't end our friendship. What's an attempted relationship and then a potential breakup going to do?" Plus, again, best friends make the best partners. Even if it doesn't work out, you bounce back from it easier than with somebody you just start dating shortly after you meet them. Like, for example, you go out to a bar, you get a few drinks, you meet somebody, you buy them a drink, you go out on a couple of dates, and then you enter an actual relationship, then you break up. It's like, for the most part, you lose that person. But with a best friend, if they're really your best friend, you won't lose them. So it's tough to try to figure that out because, like, yeah, I get that it could be a real big, like, worry to lose your best friend if you break up, but life's a risk anyway, and who knows, your best friend may be the person you end up with for the rest of your life. And do you really want to miss out on that because you were too afraid to take the chance? You know? Believe me, this is coming from somebody who has never asked a girl out. And from a guy who's never been asked out anyway. But, well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I have asked girls out, but they were always kind of subtle. Like, I asked a girl that I liked once to go see a movie, but we kind of made it clear that it was as friends. Like, we were just going to go hang out and see a movie. We went to see Spider-Man Homecoming. And then that same girl I asked to prom, again, clarifying as friends, just as friends. It's like a friend date kind of thing, not a relationship date, a friend date. We went to prom, and then another girl I'd liked the following year, I asked her to go to the county fair, and that was a date, or it was supposed to be. I didn't specifically say it, but I said, "Do you want to go to the fair with me?" And she said yes. Then she also went with her work friends and her girlfriend that she had just started dating and I knew nothing about, which also kind of pissed me off because she apparently had this girlfriend right after I had at one point kind of tried to subtly say that one of our other mutual friends said we'd make a cute couple, which, no, he never did. That guy never said anything about it. I just used him as an example to try to be like, hey, maybe we should give that a shot, right? But yeah, so that's why I said, hey, our friend said we'd make a cute couple. Her response was, we'll see what the future holds. 2 days later at the fair, I found out she's got a damn girlfriend. Not because she's lesbian, she's bi, but still, she was in a relationship, is the point. And it's like, really? You're going to say, we'll see what the future holds when you're already in a relationship, apparently? Okay. That's cool. But, like, all she really had to do there was say, oh, I'm already in a relationship, but, that's nice of him to say. Or something like that. I don't know. But no, I had to find out at the damn fair after already having to deal with her work friends. So that was nice. But the point is, I've never genuinely asked somebody out because I've always been afraid to do it. But if it was a really close friend, I would absolutely ask them out. I mean, I did the same thing for for my best friend that that I was just mentioning earlier, who she was saying that she doesn't want to try to ruin the friendship with a failed relationship. She because the thing is, she lives a far distance away from me because we met over Xbox, and I tried to come up with a date for her, a date idea. I literally went into Minecraft and I built a fucking movie theater. I built a functioning movie. Wasn't very long, but I literally built a frame by frame film. It was only maybe like 10 frames, but it was still, I had to make a movie. I made a movie for her, and then I built an exact replica of my house in Minecraft. So we could watch a movie and then go back to my house and hang out, basically. That's literally the entire point of that. And we still got nowhere further with that. So the point is, yeah, just don't be afraid to ask a best friend to go out if you're interested in them. Yeah, even if they turn you down, it's like, it's not going to ruin anything. You know? You're still going to be best friends at the end of the day. And then if you end up actually in a relationship, as long as one or both of you aren't assholes, well, honestly, as long as both of you aren't assholes, but when you're talking about yourself, as long as you aren't an asshole to them, then it should work out. Like, if you genuinely care about that person and they can return the favor, it should work out. If it doesn't, oh well. But as long as you aren't assholes to each other, your friendship should still be intact. As long as you don't treat each other like garbage, your friendship should still be intact. And if you're best friends, it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, I usually
Might be a good time to check out the dispensary.
Oh my god,
Jed
Alex,
said-
we fucking get it. Just stop.
Oh,
But
sorry.
yeah, sorry for that long tangent. Who's walking out of the... Oh, Riley.
We met briefly,
Oh, no,
You're
Diane.
Gabe Chen's
Oh,
sister.
that was Riley.
right?
Alex, yeah.
I didn't know him well, but I could tell he had a big heart.
Oh, yeah, because I think Riley had
I'm
her
so
hair
sorry
down.
for your loss.
That up in a ponytail. I was trying to think how she looks different, because I'm like, she looks kind of like Riley, but yet she looks a little different. And I think that was it. I think Riley had her hair down. I mean, that she had a ponytail that was down. Like, it was, like, hanging down farther. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, like I said, I apologize for going off on that long tangent. That just took up a decent chunk of this video, but I felt like it was important to say after hearing that discussion. Just don't be afraid to go take a shot. It's like the saying says, or as the saying goes, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And I need to start listening to that one myself, so. And I'm not trying to be a hypocrite by saying that I don't follow it either. It's that I'm trying to work on following it as well. So I'm trying. So I am a hypocrite.
Hey. Jed
I'm
said
trying to
you
do better.
wanted to see me. I just wanted to see how you were doing. I've been trying to stay busy mostly.
Yeah. Distractions help.
How about you? I can't even imagine what you're going through.
Honestly, I'm really trying to keep it together for Ethan. He's hurting.
I bet he probably blames
Is
himself.
he all right?
He practically just lost a father. But he's shutting me out. He's never done that before. Not when it mattered.
Everyone grieves differently. Maybe he just needs some time.
We've been through a lot together. With the divorce and moving. He's never shut down like this. I just can't get through to him.
I can't get over the feeling that the one person who could help me deal with the aftermath of Gabe's death
Was Gabe?
is Gabe.
Yep.
What is this? An affidavit from Typhon. If I sign, I'm agreeing not to press charges in exchange for a payment. A big one.
That's shady. It is. It's really
That's
fucking
so shady. Why would they be offering you money if they didn't do anything wrong? They say it's an offer of good faith. But you're right. He's dead because of them. And I'd be letting them off.
It's gonna be a big decision to tell her to keep the money
Are
or
you gonna sign it?
or give or don't like sign it or don't sign it. I assume.
I don't know. I'm trying to put Ethan first, but... What would you do?
Oh God.
Do you think it would be a betrayal of Gabe?
God damn it. These decisions are always so fucking hard, and I've seen so many of these. I've seen them in the Netflix, well, I guess the Disney Plus, Daredevil. I saw it in The Boys on Amazon Prime, and it's so tough. It is. Because, yeah, if they offer you a lot of money, it can help you. But at the same time, you feel like a piece of shit for taking the offer. Because you're kind of tainting the memory of whoever... Excuse me. Tainting the memory of whoever was taken from you. Like, okay, like for example, in Daredevil, Karen Page, she gets drugged and ends up blacking out and ends up killing her coworker. And the company that she was working for then tried to get her to sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, saying, "Don't talk about this and we'll give you a shit ton of money." And initially she turned it down, but then her somebody that she was talking to, I can't remember if it was Ben Urich or the other guy who works at the newspaper in the show. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But one of them tells her to just take the money and then let him worry about running the story. I think it was Ben Urich, because, yeah, it was earlier in the series, so I think it was Ben. But yeah, so that's exactly what she does. She takes the money and then lets him run the story. So it's not like nothing was being done about it, and she got the bonus. So that one was an easier decision. But then, like in The Boys, Huey has this girlfriend named Robin, and she ends up getting like literally run through and splattered by their knockoff version of the Flash, A-Train. Like she's like a fucking step off of a curb, and he's running down the street, and he just plows through her, sending her entire like body parts and intestines and everything. It just sends her whole innards everywhere. And Vought, the company that owns all the superheroes, they or about most of the big superheroes, they try to get Huey to sign an NDA for a lot of money, and even his dad tries to get him to sign it, and he refuses to sign it because it would be a betrayal to Robin. And then part of the plan that they come up with is that he goes ahead and signs it anyway and takes the money. But he goes a step further. Instead of actually taking the money, he just rips the check in half. So yeah, this is a tough decision. But my thinking here is, unlike Karen or Huey, there's not a whole lot that Charlotte can really do against the Typhon. So I'm gonna tell her to take the money for Ethan, because I'm gonna be figuring this shit out anyway. If we're going off of like the Karen example from Daredevil, she's Karen, I'm Ben Urich. I'm gonna be the one investigating and taking these fuckers down. She's gonna go ahead and take the money because she needs it. So I'm gonna say take the money.
You have to put Ethan first. If the money helps, I think you should take it. Thanks, Alex. That means the world. That affidavit feels scummy, but Ethan should come first. She said it's not betrayal. Still makes me feel sick. Same. But Gabe would understand.
Yeah, I think you would too.
Our glass pipes are so cool. They're like works of art that can also get you high. I'm gonna figure out why Mac's lying. Probably
Bong.
cost more than my bus ticket. Sweet
T-shirts.
logo. Bet Charlotte designed it herself.
Yeah, this is exactly why I want to move to Colorado. I should convince my friend if she wants to move to Colorado with me, because, I mean, they were literally one of the very first states to legalize weed. And plus, it's just a really nice place to live, like I said.
Style.
Read. C. Harmon. Okay, I'm about to say, what the hell am I supposed to read? But there's the signature at the bottom right.
There's
Cactus.
something you don't see in Portland.
Sculpture. That's creepy looking. What the hell?
That's a Dominican. They're said to house the spirits of gods. Mostly, I just like how it looks.
It's really cool. When did you
Strain
start needing
list.
a PhD to smoke pot?
Sativa, Bluephoria, a strong euphoric sativa to stimulate creativity. Stairway to Haven, a blissful mellow high, smoke with munchies. Indica, purple sublime, a relaxing indica delivering full body relaxation while taking the edge off the mind. Sandman, a high CBD strain to relax the body and mind alike. Hybrids, Etheria, a sativa heavy hybrid to restore a balance of focus and bliss. Intergalactic 5, an indica heavy hybrid that blends euphoria and relaxation. So this is pretty much like the three actual strains. I think there's other like sub strains, but these are the three main ones. Sativa, which is supposed to be used for, like they say, like a euphoric feeling or to stimulate yourself like creatively or just be mellow. Indica is used more for relaxing and going to sleep, stuff like that. And then the hybrids, it depends because they all have both sativa and indica. But like it says there, sativa heavy means that the majority of the weed is sativa. Like it's like at least 60-40 is a sativa heavy. And then same thing with indica. If it's 60% indica, it's an indica heavy strain of hybrid.
Stairway to Haven?
Believe it or not, Gabe named that one.
Oh, I believe it.
Of course he did. Of course
It
he
blows
did.
my mind that Charlotte's been running the dispensary this whole time. I couldn't even leave the apartment.
Haven Springs, Colorado, Silver Dragon newsletter. Hi everyone. As you may have heard, someone very close to me has recently passed away. The last few days have been very hard on me and Ethan, but we're doing our best to keep our heads up. So many of you have reached out with kind words, and that has meant the world. I cannot thank you enough for your support. I'll try to open the store for a few hours every afternoon, but things will probably be a little sporadic for the next few weeks. Sorry for any inconvenience, and thank you in advance for your patience. Your friendly neighborhood bud tender, Charlotte. Wasn't really anything else I could do, it looks like. I don't know if I'm trying to continue to look around. Is Ethan back here, maybe, or nah? Marijuana tea, a chisel. There's gummies. There's also a
Man,
thing on there.
these things better do the trick. I'm averaging like 3 hours a night.
Pro tip? Insomnia doesn't usually come from nowhere, and THC is way better at treating it when you're also tackling the underlying cause. Any idea what's keeping you up?
He knew, obviously, staring at the ceiling, remembering Juvie, remembering Mom, me, us, Dad. I don't think he even knew what he would do if he ever found Dad. The crusade justified itself, offered him a sense of purpose, something to distract him from the gnawing, hollow notion that he didn't know how to exist in the world the way other people did. I think this is the first time he had a real conversation with Charlotte. I think he remembered it for a long time afterward. She looked at him with genuine concern in her eyes, tried to identify what was broken and find a way to fix it. And all at once it struck him that maybe he was fixable. That maybe someday he could be like her. Like Jed. Like all the people in this town, who rely on each other and lift each other up. He wanted that, and he felt embarrassed for wanting it. I just want to grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Like, of course you can have that, dummy. You're Gabe fucking Chen. This town has been waiting for you. It needs you. But then I remember, it doesn't matter who needs him. He's gone. Jesus. That's just really depressing. Whoa.
And which part of the brain is responsible for the crazy glowy feelies?
And I assume that she's talking about her
These
power.
bougie dispensaries are gonna put all the creepy dudes named Gene out of business.
We were just talking about that fucking word earlier with my my sister and my sister-in-law and her friend and everything. And everyone, we were talking about that fucking word bougie. It's like, what happened to just saying fancy? Like, that's basically what people seem to use bougie for, is fancy. Like, people dress bougie when they wear, like, nice suits or dresses or something, and it's like, why not just fucking say fancy? I don't even know if that's actually the correct way to use it, but that's how I've heard it. People say it for, like, when you've gotten yourself all dressed up and shit, and it's like, just fucking say fancy. What the fuck is bougie? Use an actual fucking word. And you can't even tell me that it's some fucking culture shit, because I don't think that is in any actual culture. They just came up with that shit to come up with it. Just be different.
Still need to check the flower shop for Mac.
Except fuck that, we're going over to the record store to go talk to Steph.
Steph asked me to pop by the record store if I had time.
Yup. And depending on how long this takes, this will probably be the last thing we do in this video. We'll see, though.
Steph asked me to swing by. She's got to be around here somewhere.
Well, considering how the science is on air, I assume she's in the booth.
Val,
Hey there, Valkyrie.
I just want to be friends.
I'm not going to be surprised if this ends up being a copyrighted song, but oh well.
How could Chrissy leave me? After everything we've been through together.
It's hard to beat breakup music, but maybe I can find something around here to cheer him up.
Wait, can I really? Doesn't look like I can. Or at least it's not an objective, so I don't know if I technically need to worry about it. We have to Steph. Knock. Hi.
Hey, I'm glad you stopped by. I've only got a sec, but... Have you talked to Ethan at all? He's taking it really hard. But what you did for me this morning got me thinking. What if Ethan needs something like that too? Something fun and distracting. Something like a LARP.
Like the one you and Gabe were going to take him to?
Yeah, but designed just for him and Thanor.
Good idea.
He'll love that.
Yeah, I'm glad you think so. I need your help though. I want it to be as good as it can be. Ethan gave you one of his comics, right? So, what do you think?
Whoa.
Who would the famous monster slayer have the most fun defeating?
Kravius, Lord of the Underworld? or Stormrider the Undead. Does that say chef on his crown? Ooh, but that's interesting though. Stormrider the Undead or Cravius, Lord of the Underworld. Well, Stormrider the Undead just sounds like a normal like zombie, but like a head zombie. Cravius, Lord of the Underworld would probably control Stormrider and also like a bunch of other like demons and ghouls and souls and shit. So I think Cravius would probably be a cooler one.
Cravius looks pretty badass. Go with that.
All right, then. Oh, I gotta get back in there. There's some stuff in my comp book. Be cool if you could check it out. Help me make some calls.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, Haven listeners.
Was that it? Oh yeah, no, fill in
That was
stuff's comp book
Phone Tap
though.
with their new single, Elephant in the Room. We've got a
Comp
sweet
book.
block
Fill
in
in
rock
comp
coming down the
book.
pike, but first, a few announcements. The Spring Festival is just around the corner, sponsored by Typhon Mining Company. Admission is free this year, so bring your friends, bring your family. Hell, bring your ex. I'm sure it'll be different this time.
Okay, it's a comp book.
Oh.
Oh, composition book.
Looks like Steph wants me to do more than just make some decisions. She wants me to play a bard.
Alex, fill in your character, the Bard. Name blank. Race half-elf. Class Bard. Abilities Distortion Field or Healing Serenade. Level 1, health points 10. How did you meet Thanor?
Guess I'm in. Let's start with my name.
Alto or Alexandra? I feel like Alexandra the Bard does kind of have a nice ring to it, but Alto the Bard actually makes sense because you're a music character. Like you play like the lyre typically. Lyre anyway, lyre. So, and then alto is a musical term because there's like an alto sax or a tenor sax. So, like a saxophone. So, I'm gonna go with alto. I just feel like that fits better.
Alto
The
is a
whole-
good name for a bard.
Yeah, exactly.
Ability time. Distortion Field sounds fun, but Healing Serenade could really come in handy.
Yeah, and considering I have only 10 health points, I don't think it's good to go on attack. I think it's probably better to go with support. I mean, just look at Overwatch even, like, Mercy and Lucio and all of them don't really have a whole lot of health because they're not supposed to be on the front lines. They're supposed to be behind the big characters, healing them and letting them take the damage and then healing that damage away, like fixing that damage so that they're not taking the damage. Like that's how or in Team Fortress 2, that's how the medic and heavy combo works. Medic can literally stand behind the heavy and shield him and use him as a freaking giant meat shield, but heal him so he can keep taking damage, like more damage and more damage and more damage. And medic's totally fine because he's got this big fucking wall of a brute in front of him. So I'm gonna go with Healing Serenade.
Healing Serenade it is. How did I meet Thanor?
Heroic story or funny story? Let's go heroic story.
It was a dark and stormy night. This LARP thing just might work.
Okay, was that all? I guess so. There's also a comic here too, though. Looks like more of the Thanor thing. Time to pay a visit to an old friend. Snap, or should I say, an old enemy. You don't belong here, Monster Slayer. I'm not leaving here till I get answers. You won't be leaving at all. Then snapped his weapon, I guess. No! Where is the Sky Sword? Fine, I'll tell you. The sword was last seen in the city of Carneris. Carneris, but it's filled with were spiders. All who quest for that sword lose something dear to them. But I'm destined to save the realm with the Sky Sword. Good thing you won't be questing alone. Alwyn. Whatever that is, but whoever that is, but okay. Yeah, I think we're good for now. Let's go ahead and walk out. It's only 35 minutes, and we could probably do a little bit more. Go to the flower shop.
Still need to check the flower shop for Mac.
Ooh, wait. We also did have more of this. I wonder what Steph's working on. It looks cool. I should DM her to find out more and see how I can help. Cravius, Lord of the Underworld. This doesn't happen to have anything to do with your last post, does it? Shoot, if only there was some way to find out. Alright, fine, I'll bite. Whatever it is, looks like it's gonna knock him dead. You hush. Oh, shit. Steph. I think Ethan's gonna... hey, saw what you did with the LARP. Thank you so much. Of course. I think Ethan's gonna love it. I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. I keep forgetting I can't just walk over the damn flowers. All over the grass and shit. Anyway. To the flower shop.
Eleanor? Oh! Sorry.
No need to apologize. How are you, dear?
Oh. I'm,
Adjusting.
still just trying to adjust, I think.
Give yourself some time. Change is always hard.
Is Mac here?
Oh, he was helping me not too long ago. I think he just left. Can't have gotten too far.
Got it. Thanks.
Now, what was I?
What the heck is that feeling?
She looks terrified. I can't leave her like this.
What the hell? Kinda gross.
Okay, time to figure out why she's afraid.
All my memories are fading. I feel broken. The doctor said I had more time.
Oh no, what's
Everything
going
is
on?
becoming so out of order.
More time. What does she mean, more time? What's wrong?
If they know about my condition, they'll make me close this place.
Whoa. Eyes closed, suddenly jumbled. What else we have? Oh.
Thank you, dear. I'll get started on it right away. Just come by with the check whenever you're free.
Whoa.
If Riley finds out, she can't find out.
What? Shit, does she have Alzheimer's? Is that what it is?
Holy shit.
Whoa. What, did Sam Raimi direct this section of the game? Oh, okay, now I really feel he fucking directed this section of the game. What the hell? This is like some Multiverse of Madness shit going on up in here. And seriously, though, like, no spoilers,
it's not just
but
that she
you
forgot
all...
what she was doing. She's afraid she's forgetting everything. But how can I help her?
But yeah, if you're into Marvel movies at all and you haven't seen it yet, definitely go see Doctor Strange 2. It is so good.
Forget what you were working on?
It's the MCU's first legit horror movie.
You could say I'm having a bit of a senior moment.
Well, maybe I can help.
Retrace your steps?
Seems like you have a lot going on today. I could help you retrace your steps.
Oh, I don't want to keep you.
Hey. I want to help. Okay. What would Eleanor have done first?
Oh, I just realized the word lilies is backwards as well. But I would assume she probably flipped the sign first, right?
You must have flipped the sign to open.
I always flip it first thing when I come in.
Yep.
And then I open my mail. Something must have distracted me.
Better. We can do this.
Something must have distracted me. I swear that's backwards too, because that doesn't make sense if they're fur wolves. I'd say it was probably either the lilies or the register. Because then if she came over here to open the mail, I could see it being the register. But then maybe she looked over and saw that the lilies were dead. I don't know. Let's try the register.
You were over here when I came in.
Oh, because it's broken.
Maybe you were
up top.
counting the drawer.
I would have done that last night.
Okay, so that's a no. So then it would be the lilies.
Did you trim these flowers today?
You don't have to
No.
do this. I'll be all right on my own.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere.
Must have been the phone. She must have gotten a phone call. That's what it was.
Could a phone call have distracted you?
Yes. I got a call first thing in the morning. But I can't think who it was.
Maybe we can find something to remind you.
Couldn't you just check the phone?
I wonder who called.
Like, I can't imagine why you couldn't just... I mean, I guess we don't have a history on that kind of a phone. Ooh, maybe it was Riley?
Could it have been Riley who called?
think that's right. She called to tell me about a new order. Goodness. What was the order for?
And then I assume it was for the lilies.
Rush order. This must be what Riley came in for.
Rush order paid with
I
check.
think that order might have been for these lilies.
Of course. Riley helped me pick them out before she left.
Now we just have to figure out who ordered them.
So now we go to the register, right?
The check for the lilies would be in here, right? That could tell us who bought them.
Should.
Mr. Jedediah Lucan. Huh.
Interesting. Why is Jed buying flowers?
Looks like the lilies are for Jed.
That's right. Riley dropped off an order for Jed.
I knew you'd figure it out.
I couldn't have done it without you. Seriously, Alex. You're a godsend. Jed must be hosting some event. I wonder why he wants lilies, though. They're traditionally for funerals.
Oh.
God. She doesn't remember.
Yeah. Oh. God. My only thing is if I don't tell her, somebody's probably gonna tell her eventually, and then they're gonna be like, how do you not know? At least if I tell her about Gabe, it could maybe prolong that, and then I'm the only one who knows about her, I don't know if it's Alzheimer's or dementia or what, but it's some kind of a memory loss sickness, obviously. But if I tell her about Gabe, then she'll be able to actually respond to that accordingly later on, if somebody asks, or if somebody mentions it. So I think it'd probably be better to tell her about Gabe, yeah.
They were for Gabe's wake.
Gabe's wake? Gabe's wake? I missed it. Alex. I'm so sorry.
Hey.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Okay, that sucked. But at least I told her the truth.
That poor young man. How did I forget?
I'm so sorry, Eleanor.
Search for Mac near the shop. I'll probably do that in the next video. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the store real quick though. I also want to mention too, though, I just posted it on my Instagram story. I'll probably post it on Facebook too, in my actual Instagram page. But I would like to know, what do you guys want to see me play after this? I'm probably going to play 2, so I'll go for whatever gets the most, like the top 2 votes. Because I want to try to go back to alternating. I just wanted to play all this series uninterrupted in one long kind of string, I guess. But I just I just want to know what you guys want to
Eleanor
see.
said Mac is
Um,
nearby. I don't see him here. Maybe at the bridge?
But yeah, if like, just let me know what you guys want me to see. Want to see me play next. There's Sally Face. There's Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. There's Psychonauts 1 and 2. There's Max Payne 1 to 3. 1, 2, and 3. There's there's Guardians of the Galaxy. I do actually have all the Treyarch Zombies games now, and I have all the DLC for them. I recently did get all those, so I have all of the World at War maps, I have all of the Black Ops maps, all of the BO2 maps, all the BO3 maps, all the BO4 maps, and then of course I obviously have all the Black Ops Cold War maps because those are all free anyway. Those are just updates, but I do have all the Treyarch Zombies content. So if you guys are interested, I can do some of that finally, because that's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm not going to be able to do Easter eggs. Right? At least not for all of them, because I don't have... I never had a PC, so I couldn't get that mod. And apparently it doesn't even exist anymore. And even if I did have that mod, I probably still wouldn't be able to play it anyway, because I don't have a computer at the moment. So, yeah, so Easter eggs for all the maps isn't going to be doable. But I can do, like, challenges. I can just do each map on its own, or whatever you guys would like to see. But, yeah, I can definitely do that now. Anyway, what do we got here? Anyone have any good advice for taming stray cats? Found this cutie in my trash cans, but he's a crazy pants. So that's a big cat. He's a chunker. Jasmine, that's not a stray, that's a mountain lion cub. Be very careful, they can be very aggressive when threatened. Try leaving a door open, it may leave on its own. And if he's under my bed, broom, I'm calling animal control. That doesn't look like a cat. I didn't think that was a cat. Definitely looks a little weird. Wait, why is that down? I'm confused. We couldn't be more excited to announce that a new face will be joining the community soon. Everyone welcome Jack Stevens, who will be taking over the restaurant next to the park. Hey everyone, excited to serve you all soon. Welcome to Haven, happy to have you. Swing over anytime if you need anything. It's a trap. Just kidding, just kidding. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode though. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. For those of you on YouTube, leave a like and comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to ring the bell to be notified of when I upload a new video. For those of you on Twitch, make sure you're following the channel and catching the streams when I go live. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then.